galaxy, a beautiful day for a Jedi. Are you of the dark? Are you of the light? It's a galactic day on this beautiful world, a galactic day for a Jedi. Would you be light? Could you be dark? I have always wanted to know a Jedi just like you. I've always wanted to live in a galaxy with you. So, let's make the most of this Force blessed day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be light? Could you be light? Won't you be my Jedi? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be a Jedi?
Well, hello there, younglings. Oh, the Force is with us today. Let's head to the mess. Come on.
Ooh, that looks delicious. That looks even... Chopper, old friend. Why, I haven't seen you in a Gungan's age. You're here to pick up the cargo? I didn't know you were working on a cargo freighter. What's that? It's actually, you're actually working undercover for the Rebel Alliance, smuggling cargo and people out of the galaxy? That sounds dangerous and exciting. How can I help? Oh, you're right. I suppose there isn't much I can do if it's too dangerous, because I have to take care of all these younglings. True. But if you're smuggling species, or if your crew needs it, I could probably feed them. In fact, just bring them here for dinner. Especially if they're Rebel Alliance. Although, if they're Imperial, I should probably feed them too, just to keep up appearances, so no one gets suspicious. What's that? You have someone you're smuggling tonight? Princess Leia Organa? Are you sure? Oh, I know her. She's a general with the rebels. Oh, I'm so excited to see her. Actually, why don't you take him to the Mach 1 bar first to meet Doc and have a drink, and that'll give me time to come up with a good recipe, something special just for him. Oh, I can't wait to see them. Oh, no, don't worry. I'll call Ruby and let her know that you're on your way. All right. Thanks for the special delivery, Chopper. May the Force be with you. When I heard that Princess Leia of Alderaan was coming to dinner, I knew the exact recipe I had to make. Alderanian meat pies. You'll need onion, ground beef, chorizo, tomato paste, garlic, pre-made pie dough, and spices. The spices are paprika, chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, cumin, salt, and pepper. You start out by softening the onions in a pan with vegetable oil. Add your garlic and tomato paste next. Once that is cooked well, you will add your meats and cook until browned. And last but not least, your spices go into your meats and you cook those until it's aromatic. Now, not only are these a reminder of her lost home, but they're portable enough to travel well while smuggling, traveling across the galaxy. I am so excited to meet Princess Leia. She is a fearless leader in the rebellion, plus a wife and mother. I'm so impressed by how successful she is in each endeavor. Raising a rebellion while raising a family, the Force is strong with her. Once your meat is browned, it's time to make the pie. I cut the pie dough into 16 rounds or more and place 8 of them on a parchment-lined baking sheet. I fill the rounds with meat. Using an egg wash of 1 egg and a tablespoon of water, I brush the edges of the bottom round to seal it together with the top round of crust. After putting the top round on each, I seal it permanently by using the tines of a fork and pressing both together. To give it a golden brown crust, I use the egg wash brushed over each pie. I bake it at 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes until they are golden and brown and delicious.
ObiMom Kenobi, as I live and breathe.
It's ObiMom.
How are you, General?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. Listen, sweetie, I'm sending some friends over
for a drink or two while I make dinner for them tonight, okay? You're welcome to come. Bring your whole crew,
Mission
all
received,
right?
General.
There's going to be plenty. All right,
I stand
thanks.
at
We'll
the
see
ready.
you later.
Give me the word.
Welcome home, Wayfarer. Now, I know this isn't your home, but it's where you find yourself at the moment, so you might as well make yourself at home. You find yourself in the Mach 1 Sober Bar. I'm Captain Ruby Solo. My friends call me Doc. And what can I call you, Wayfarer? And what pronouns do you prefer?
I'm like Leia Organa Solo. She, her, they, and them.
Excellent. Well, let me tell you a little bit about the Mach 1 Bar. You see, we're very special. We're a sober bar. We don't serve anything with alcohol, only mocktails. And we don't have a menu. You answer me 3 questions, and I will make the perfect mocktail for you. Then, after I have made your mocktail and you've enjoyed it, you don't pay me with credits. No, I have you pay me with a story. Now, I know what you're going to say. You may not have a story to tell, but I promise you, everyone has a story to tell. I even have questions I can ask you to get you started. Question number 1, light or dark?
I'm a light.
Light.
All right, good to know. Second question, of these 3 flavor profiles, which one do you prefer? Sweet, bitter, or spicy?
I'm going to do a little sweet, but I might add a spicy with that.
And last but not least, if you could live anywhere in the galaxy, where would it be? And what would the climate be like?
Going for the nostalgic here on my memories, I would bring home my home planet from my childhood, Alderanian, if I could bring it back. Such a wishful tie. Our seasons, I mean, we got some seasons. We had some snowies, like just here or there, and then we had some rain and some clear skies. Oh, the crisps on the views and the sky, the moons. I would bring it back.
I know the perfect mocktail for you. Let me get it started. All right, now that you've enjoyed your mocktail, my friend, it's time for you to tell your story. So, tell me who you are, tell me what you do, tell me where you're from, tell me what you know.
Entire story here. My husband, okay, he's off doing whatever he does. I'm just along for the ride right now. So my husband is why I'm here. I got a little bored and wandered off. I will tell you that part of the story. Now, my favorite story. I never really share this one, honestly. I think sometimes I don't think it's part of my best storylines, but I could be mistaken. So, this is post our first victory against the Empire long time ago, years ago. And we were on the run, as usual, because what else are we like for rebels? And we ended up with the one and only Lando Calrissian in Cloud City. Bespin. I actually ended up really enjoying this because there's a lot. There's a lot to see out in Cloud City. So Han and I actually kind of skipped off, being the two that we are. And we ended up finding ourselves at a bar down there. There's a really nice little cantina and pub out in Cloud City. I highly recommend. We started getting to talking, and we noticed some people looking at us, and we realized we might be in trouble. So we pretty much spilled the drinks and ran, and kind of went back to the palace and acted like nothing happened. Surprise, something happened. We ended up getting caught, but that's another story, for another day. So,
Of course.
totally.
Well, that's. I assume that you're on the run again with your husband.
A little bit.
All right.
He's always getting out, I'm sure.
Well, he's a solo, so it's par for the course, so to speak. All right. So why don't you answer some questions for me?
Absolutely.
Who is your favorite being in the entire galaxy?
So Wookiees have become not much of a magic carpet to me, but more of a friend. I to appreciate our Wookiee mates. So,
All right. And of all of the species in the galaxy that you don't like, which one would that be?
do fathers count? Is this something that would count?
Of course.
My father right now is not on my good side.
And who is your father, by the way?
Unfortunately, nay, Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, I knew an Anakin Skywalker during the Clone Wars. Interesting. I wonder if it's the same person. What would tempt you to the dark side?
Nature. Actually, no, I take that back. My husband. I feel like all my answers are just at this point marriage related because this man drives me insane sometimes. I have lost my logic at some point, somewhere, far away, parsecs a while back,
And what keeps you at one with the Force?
My brother.
Yeah.
Luke does really well at keeping that encouragement and reminder.
What is your happiest memory from your time here in this galaxy?
Well, that's hard to say, actually. I would have to say my wedding day. So that was a good one. We did it on Endor. So we had the little Ewok friends of ours and a lot of trees in the woods, but it was very magical. It was very fairy tale the little Jedi stories we used to hear as kids. It's like, oh, now I'm living one. So it was very nice.
I like that. That sounds lovely. A nice, quiet wedding in nature. What's your favorite insult or curse?
Sometimes being called princess can be an insult, and I think it's because of what I'm doing. Let me be honest. If I'm smuggling with this man, I don't want to be identified as the princess in that moment. But other times it's really just, okay, yes, I'm a princess. But I also think people think that when they say princess, it's also my personality. So it's a little bit of an insult.
And what insult do you like to say to others?
Can I actually say it?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Walking carpet would definitely be one on my list. If you look at Nerf Herder, that one's definitely. I use that one a lot. even over the dishes, honestly. So I use that one a lot. I think those are my top two that I will share. There are two others that I feel like I should probably not share in public.
What sound in the galaxy do you love to hear?
My lightsaber is one. Absolutely.
What sound in the galaxy do you hate?
This could get me divorced, but the Millennium Falcon sometimes does not hit right. Sometimes.
What profession, other than your own, would you like to try in this galaxy?
I feel like a market stand, like a market sales or stand-in would be my kind of goal. It seems so simplified. Like I do it all the time. So I just feel like standing in front of a market saying like fresh whatever, bantha meats, maybe, would just be so simple, and then go home and cook the meat and, come back and sell it,
Interesting. Well, that sounds very sedate compared to what you do. What do you actually do as a profession, if I don't mind asking?
I am a commander. Actually, I'm now working to be general for the Rebel Alliance. I'm also a senator. So with the New Republic, yes. It has its moments. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's just, I want to go home. And why are we here voting on the Imperial right now? Because they aren't even doing anything. But I definitely enjoy what I do because it's who I am. I enjoy my self-love personally. And so it's just another radiance of what I have to offer and what I've come from. So
I'm glad to hear that. All right. Well, that answers the next question then. Rebel Alliance or Imperial Empire?
Rebel.
Of course.
Easily.
Of all the droids in the galaxy, which one is your favorite?
Picked up a new little friend to our crew, BB-8. Getting to know BB-8. I love my R2, but I know R2 is between me and Luke, so it's kind of hard when you want R2 and off with Luke training. So BB-8 has kind of picked up a new little spot in my heart. We'll see how long this lasts. But BB-8 right now is kind of my choice.
All right. And if there's any bit of advice that you could give a youngling, what would it be?
Be afraid, but do it anyway. Don't give up and have the confidence in yourself, because you can do it 10 different ways, and at least 3 of those ways will not be the way you expected. And if you give up, you're not going to get to the 10th way. So always just do it.
Wayfarer, it has been a pleasure to get to speak to you today. I know ObiMom has dinner waiting for you, so I won't keep you, but thank you so much for stopping into the Mach 1 bar. If you ever find yourself in this part of the galaxy again, be sure to stop in and ask for Doc. As a matter of fact, can I ask a small favor of you? If in your travels you happen to come across a clone trooper, this one here, by the name of Dodger, would you pass on a message for me? Would you tell him that Doc misses him very much and is waiting in this sector at the Mach 1 bar for him to come home safe? It's been a pleasure. Square the yard and make a fair wind homeward. Until we meet again, may the Force be with you. Younglings, wasn't today an amazing day in the mess? Oh, I'm so glad that you got to meet Princess Leia. I mean, General Leia Organa Solo. Oh, younglings, she's faced so many challenges in her life, watching her own father blow up her home planet, and still she persevered. It's like she told us, no matter what challenges or tragedies come your way, you just have to keep pushing through, because that's how you make your dreams come true. I mean, look at her. She's leading a rebellion, she's a wife, she's a mother. I tell you, she's doing it all. And like I always like to say, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. Although, tragically, this is the end of our time with each other for today. I'm ObiMom Kenobi, and you've been in the mess with ObiMom. Until next time, let me give you an emotional support lightsaber and a fruit snack. I hope this will keep you happy and remind you that I love you. And until next time, may the Force be with you.
It's such a good feeling to know you're a Jedi. It's such a strong feeling connecting to the light. And when you wake up ready to fly, may the Force be with you until we reunite. You'll always be welcome in the mess with me. A safe place to go where you can just be. We have differences but are one with the Force. It surrounds us, is in us, and binds the galaxy as one. I am one voice connecting you to the source. The Force is us, and we are the Force in the mess. With ObiMom, I am the